Ne-am întors aici la GPeC SUMMIT. Alături de mine este Scott Stratten. Hi Scott, how are you?
Wonderful, how are you?
Great to see you here. So Scott Stratten is author and speaker here at the GPeC SUMMIT. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here. First time in Romania ever.
Really? How does it feel?
The best.
Really?
I walked around the old town yesterday. I'm going to walk around more tomorrow, and I just fell in love. The food and the people, the architecture.
And the event, of course.
And the event, most of all. GPeC, most of all, yes.
So glad to hear that. For our audience at home who didn't see your presentation, can you please summarize and take us through the main ideas?
Of course. So it's really called UnMarketing, which is everything has changed and nothing is different. Mm-hmm. And the main focus of the talk was not always trying in marketing to do the new thing. Not always trying to do the next thing, but being good at today's thing, being good at focus, and also understanding that marketing and analytics can tell a story, but they can also lie to you. Analytics are only useful to us. Numbers are only useful when they move the business around, when they move the needle, when they're accurate. And one of the things I talked about was like a video view on social media. A view can sometimes count as 3 seconds long. And that's not really somebody viewing a video.
Of course.
That's just you scrolling through something, right? So I want metrics. I want people who've seen a video for 10 seconds or 30 seconds versus 3. That's an accurate metric to me. And otherwise, they're called vanity metrics. They're about your ego, not the product or the customer.
Of course.
Right.
What are some things businesses can do in order to stay in front of their audience and promote their businesses?
I think one of the things is the main thing about staying in front of people is you have to resonate. So resonating is somebody has to watch something and it evokes emotion, whether it's funny, sad, happy, angry certainly spreads and people share things. When you evoke emotion, people spread emotion. But sometimes brands are afraid to show emotion with anything. Brands are usually very safe, very watered down, and they don't want to take a risk with their content. They don't want to.
Of course.
Where they want the results of taking a risk, but they don't want to take the risk to get them. Anything you see that's gone viral in the past 6 months that you've watched, usually it's different. Usually it can be risky. Usually it starts a trend. You don't usually go viral when you're catching up to one.
Of course.
Or when you're copying one.
Of course.
Right? So, but it's also, brands traditionally, again, are told not to play games, not have fun, be professional, right? I don't know what professional means. What does that mean? I mean, I'm not allowed to use a smiley emoji.
There are no standards for professional.
Right.
Actually.
Professional is subjective. It's what you think it is. It's what I think it is. I think professional is being in business, caring about your customers, your employees, and your vendors, but also being human.
Of course.
And being human is emotion. I really think.
Right. So let's talk about numbers right now.
Yeah.
Because marketing means numbers too.
Every time, all the time.
Okay. What are the main KPIs that e-commerce businesses should measure to make sure that they make the most of their digital marketing campaigns and tactics?
With KPIs, with any data, the only data that matters, the only case study that matters are your own companies. The problem I find with data and KPI is we look at the industry and we say, those are the benchmarks. Those are what we should aim for. When in reality, you have your own unique situation, your own company. You have your own budget, you have your own creativity, and you have your own brand that might be totally different than another one. The deal with key performance indicators is understanding what performance you want them to do, right?
Of course.
What is a view of a video? I don't know what that does. Is it supposed to then increase the brand sentiment around the world? Is it supposed to sell a product? Like marketing is supposed to what? Create interest, generate attention, right? Create awareness. And then sales can kick into it. Well, what is awareness to us? Is it video views or is it video views plus clicking on a link afterwards? That's the metric I want to look at.
Yeah.
So sometimes but here's the stupid thing is sometimes the vanity metric, the view, the 3-second view means something to your client. They want that metric. So they care about 1 million views. You don't as a marketeer, right? You don't care about that yourself because you know that doesn't do anything. You need to drill down the metrics, but your client loves that they have 1 million views. So then you've done your job. But just know as a marketer, care about the KPIs that matter to you in marketing because that's how you learn. That's how you get better in marketing, is by going through those things. I really think when we screw up, when we make mistakes, we learn more than through our successes. I think wisdom is time plus mistakes.
Fair enough.
I really believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Very nice said. Very nice
Thank
said.
you.
Now, let's get back to marketing.
Done. Yes.
What is the future of digital marketing in your opinion?
That's a good question. And
It is.
my one answer is I don't know. That's
a good answer.
But it's part of being honest. One of
Yeah.
the things in marketing, we sometimes pretend we know everything that's happening and coming. I don't have a clue about a lot of the stuff that's coming because change is so fast now. We used to have marketing plans, if you can imagine, we used to have 5-year plans, right? We would say a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan. Now we have 5-day plans. Like we can only look out a week from now.
Yes, and a week it's too much, although.
Insane,
Yeah.
right? Like so I don't do marketing now. I speak at conferences, I write.
course.
But back when I was doing actual marketing, 15, 20 years ago, you'd do a campaign for 6 months, right? And then you'd look at it. Now, you look at it 6 hours from now,
Yeah.
and you create something on an Instagram story, it's dead in 24 hours. You create content, you spend the same amount of effort on content that would last 6 hours that used to last 6 months. That's frustrating for people who are creative. You can't have creativity just forced out of you. And you can't just constantly keep creating on this hamster wheel of content all the time. That's why I tell people, I couldn't do marketing today. Everybody here is more qualified than I am for marketing now because they're working in it. You have clients.
Why do you say that you can't do marketing right now?
Because I don't have to. Right? But it's because my job is different now. I'm not a marketer.
Yeah, of course.
Right? I'm a speaker and an author.
But if you were a marketer right now?
Marketing to me is not a 1-person job anymore. It's a 5-person job.
Okay, that seems pretty fair because many people think that can do marketing by themselves.
If you hire somebody to do social media for your brand, they have 15 jobs.
Exactly.
They have content creation, writing, filming, editing, sharing. That is a team, and we expect one person to do it at low pay.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a problem actually.
And high hours. This is what I mean. I couldn't do it today. I wouldn't last. It is overworked. You'll burn out your creatives. And then where are we at? You have to respect the people in marketing to do their job. SEO is its whole job. Search engine optimization, its whole job. Social media, it's a whole job for multiple people's job. It's PR, communications. It's so many things. But we just think, just put a post on Instagram. Just make a TikTok. No, you make a TikTok.
Yeah.
You tell me how easy that is. It's a real job. That's why I have so much respect for everybody here.
And we have to respect that there is a team.
Yes.
It's a team. It's not only one person.
No. And with team, that comes different things too.
Yes.
Because team has different opinions.
Of course.
And a lot of the times we disrespect younger people's opinions in the team because they're newer. Younger people are the most equipped to deal with TikTok. Instagram, because we know
the trends.
I don't know them. I'm old, right? People look at my only job is to embarrass my children nowadays. Like that's my only job. A younger demographic, if you live on Instagram as you're socially, you live on it too, then you have knowledge.
Yeah.
And somebody else who only uses it in business is a totally different scenario. You know the language, you know the how it trends, you know how to do memes. I don't know how to do a meme. I look like an idiot if I do these things. But the problem is we don't listen sometimes to a younger group because they haven't earned it yet.
Of course.
That's all wrong.
Yeah.
Things move so fast right now. You're never the most experienced person on social media, right? Because it's so much happening and so many people who are younger, that's how they communicate. I don't, but they do, and they should be given credit for that. Just because you didn't come up with the idea doesn't mean it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we get very territorial with ideas.
Of course.
Very territorial with credit and giving thanks to people for things. I just think that's one of the biggest things you can change your agency, your client, your marketing is by opening up and listening to people who know the platforms.
This is a pretty good advice for every entrepreneurs that actually works with a marketing team.
Yes, 100%. Let marketers do the marketing.
Say that to the camera.
let marketers do the marketing. Let designers design, let marketers market, and don't give me your opinion on how my marketing looks if you can't even coordinate your clothing in the morning, right? I don't need your opinion. Let people hire people and let them do their job.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
And to end up the conversation, for digital marketers at home who want actually to learn more and be up to date with everything about online marketing, can you give us a few examples of resources, specialists, or tools that they should follow?
Yeah. There's so many, there's so many worlds like that. I love newsletters. I love, where you read people. That keeps me up to date on a lot of things. There's one called the Morning Brew, which is a great daily newsletter about business and technology and stuff. But the problem is, I know I'm going off of what the question was, but sometimes I start getting overwhelmed with things, with newsletters. So now I have a folder that says newsletters that I haven't read yet, and they all automatically go in there. I never read them again.
Okay.
Right now, I have, I think, 17,000 unread messages in the newsletter folder.
17,000?
17,000.
I have 20.
See? So the goal is for that newsletter to get read, not filed away or saved. So the other side of stuff I would look at is, I think TikTok has great marketing tips on it too. I think it's a great resource where I learn a lot on TikTok, and I'm almost 50 years old and I learned so much. There's great marketing people on there. There's great business people on there. It's not just dancing and music and everything else, but great music, by the way, though. It makes me feel young. I know some of the music, but it's the resources are incredible. I think YouTube is a world of great information. I love content creators on YouTube. All I watch is YouTube.
Quality content creators.
That's what you need to find. It's a quality one. But I watch YouTube almost all the time now, because that's where I get all of my information. I can find anything on anything. Any course almost you want to on marketing or updates. That's where I'm going to go.
Scott, thank you so much for your presence
You're
here.
welcome.
Thank you for your pieces of advice that you gave us right now. Your information is priceless, totally priceless.
I appreciate
Thank you for
that.
being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you for being on the stage. Thank you for being in front of the people from home, probably sitting on the couch and listening to you.
That's okay. That's okay. You can work from anywhere now, right? Yes, it's okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're priceless.
Thank you. I appreciate you.